Alright, so the first step for our water quality measurements is temperature and grabbing a water quality sample. So along the outside of this jar you can see there's some temperature strips that respond to water temperature, provide a high and low range. We also have a standard thermometer that's measuring the air temperature for us. We'll just leave this on the bank. If this isn't working too well or you don't think the results are accurate, you can use this by just immersing it in the river. So our brave subject Hillary here on a nice brisk morning will go out into the river and plunge this. Just don't go too far, just a little bit so you feel comfortable. Plunge this under the water. You got to hold it there for about a minute. So this is where it gets exciting. So and try to do it facing upstream. You always want to face the flow when we're taking water quality measurements. So start with that. Yeah, that's probably good.
And do I scoop it up as I come up?
Yep, so you keep it nice and full. Okay, so let's take a look here and see. Look at the front. What looks to be the clearest number you can read.
6.
Okay, so if you look real close, can you zoom in on that there? You'll see that the 6 is the darkest, clearest number you can read, and the 8 is the next. So it's going to be kind of between 6 and 8 degrees, I believe. I'm not sure if it's Celsius or Fahrenheit. I'll have to look that up and find out. Okay. The measurement we want to take is to look directly into the jug, and there's a small disc on the bottom. Can you grab that card? Water quality sampling unit. There's a small key card that has how to measure the pH that we'll do shortly, and the turbidity. Turbidity is a measurement of how much suspended elements are in the water column, which thus indicates how much sediment is in the river, how much algae is flowing around, the general kind of clarity and consistency of the water quality. Pretty broad range in this sample. It's kind of a very coarse indicator, but we're going to go with 0. It's pretty clear. You can see the second disc very clearly at the bottom. Okay, our next test is pH. So our assistant here will plunge the sample vial in there, make sure there's no air in it. We have a packet of tabs. This one has 1 left in it. So we'll kind of pop it in to the dish. And then you'll cap it so that any excess water is forced over the sides. There we go. And then you just want to invert that nice and slow until it starts to dissolve. So the pH tablet has dissolved and we've had a color change, so we want to compare that color change to our chart. Just kind of hold it right up on top of those numbers and see which one it blends in with the closest.
Looks like maybe number 7.
Yeah. Okay, so we have a consensus on 7. So 7 is the middle of the pH chart, and the pH chart is based upon the water as being the central point. So it goes from 0 to 14. So 7 is really good. That's exactly what we're looking for.
Perfect.
So inside your kit, you'll also have a Nalgene bottle marked waste, and this is where you want to dump your results of your samples with the chemicals mixed in, like so.